Mental limits will hold you back. This is Neil Wattier with the Amped Mental Performance Podcast, helping you break barriers. Mental barriers can be some of the toughest obstacles to overcome. They come in various forms, such as limiting beliefs, imposter syndrome, and thinking traps. These barriers significantly hinder your performance, but can be overcome through deliberate training. Let's start with limiting beliefs. Limiting beliefs are the unhealthy, counterproductive thoughts and assumptions held about ourselves and our capabilities. These beliefs can develop from past experiences, failures, or unhealthy feedback. They create a mental ceiling, preventing us from reaching our full potential. To overcome limiting beliefs, start by identifying them. Write down the negative thoughts that come to mind when you think about your goals. Challenge these beliefs by asking yourself if they're based on fact or perceptions. Replace them with positive affirmations and focus on your strengths and achievements. For example, instead of thinking, I can't do this, remind yourself, I am capable and prepared. Imposter syndrome is also very common. Imposter syndrome is the feeling of being a fraud despite evidence of your success. It's the belief that you don't deserve your accomplishments and that it's only a matter of time before you're exposed as a fake. This syndrome is common among high achievers and can be debilitating. The trick to understanding imposter syndrome is it's only felt by people who are exceeding their comfort zone. Think about that. You don't feel like an imposter when you are within your comfort zone and your area of expertise. When you begin to push beyond your comfortable limits, you can sometimes feel like you don't belong there. To combat imposter syndrome, acknowledge your achievements and recognize your success as a result of combined hard work and talent. Share your feelings with trusted friends or mentors who can provide perspective and support. Everyone experiences self-doubt at times, and that's a natural part of growth. Keep a success journal where you record your achievements and positive feedback to remind yourself of your capabilities. Thinking traps are just as debilitating, but not as well known. Thinking traps are distortions in your thoughts that lead to unhealthy thinking patterns. Some common thinking traps include black and white thinking, all or nothing thinking, catastrophizing, overgeneralization, and rumination. These traps can cause you to view situations as counterproductive and limit your ability to see opportunities and solutions. Habits in your thinking patterns are just as strong as physical habits. They're developed over time and can be very difficult to break or modify. Like many of our discussions on mindset and mental skills, it begins with mindfulness and self-awareness. Pay attention to your thinking patterns. When you catch yourself falling into a thinking trap, pause and reframe your thoughts. Ask yourself if there's another way to view the situation and look for evidence to contradict your negative thinking. For instance, if you find yourself thinking, I always fail, challenge that thought by recalling times when you succeeded and say that's not true because, and then relive your previous performance. Breaking through mental limits requires a combination of self-awareness, intentional practice, and support. Work on your growth mindset by embracing challenges as opportunities to learn and grow. Understand that setbacks and failures are part of the journey to success. View them as valuable learning experiences rather than single defining moments. Set realistic but moderately difficult goals. Break down your larger goals into smaller, manageable steps. This approach makes your goals feel more attainable and provides a clear path forward. Celebrate each small victory along the way to build momentum and confidence. Seek constructive feedback from mentors, coaches, and peers for valuable insights about your potential. Be open to feedback and use it as a tool for growth rather than a source of criticism. Visualize success by imagining yourself successfully achieving your goals. This practice helps create a mental blueprint for success and builds confidence in your abilities. Mental barriers can be formidable, but they are not insurmountable. Challenge limiting beliefs, address imposter syndrome, avoid thinking traps, and employ strategies to develop a growth mindset.
Thank you for listening to the Amped Mental Performance Podcast, your source for optimal mental performance coaching. I have 2 tasks for you this week. First, choose one action from today's conversation to immediately implement in your life. Second, share this podcast and community with somebody who values their mental performance. I appreciate your direct message feedback and would appreciate your online review of the podcast. Your honest rating and review help me improve the show and help others find our community. Visit Arizona Mental Performance Training on all the popular social media platforms and at ArizonaMPT.com.